Hey guys, how are you? David Franco here from TechSocial.com, as well as a bunch of other links below. Obama's staring at me because of Mashable. Anyway, on to today's video. Well, review I should say. Same thing, it's still a video. As you guys probably know, this is my favorite iPad 2 case by far. It is the Cyber Acoustics iCover. They still don't have an official name for it. They just call it the IC1002-BK. I have a couple videos on it if you're interested. What am I getting at here? My point is, it's really hard to top my liking for this case. However, that's not really going to be hard to do because today's video review talks about this and this. These cases are made by Maroo, MAROO.com. Check them out. Apparently they are related to Cyber Acoustics in a way because these cases are exactly the same as this case, and that's definitely not a bad thing. They're exactly the same, like literally feature by feature, except the only major difference is obviously the design. Okay, so I'm going to start out with the Mono 2. That's exactly what this case is. As you can see, it's got a great well, I should say futuristic, this is like a tape deck. It's got a great techie design, there you go, tech. I purposely picked this one to talk about because obviously I like technology, I like media, I like creation, I like being creative, so I wanted their case that best relates to what I enjoy. That's a horrible way of explaining it, but anyway, awesome design on the front. On the side here, let me move up here a bit. We do have really nice side stitching. It's kind of like an orangish stitching. Here's a close-up on the design, and yes, it's locking and unlocking. I will talk about that at the end. Opening the case. There it is. There's the almighty iPad. Awesome. We got green felt on the inside, as well as a pocket for storing items such as business cards or notes. And finally, a strap in case you want to present your iPad like so. Which actually works very well. And then flipping it around back, you'll see that we have a cutout hole for the 720p camera, as well as this little bad boy. This thing is my favorite part about this case. Basically, you can do so, put it in the slot, and then type away. Very cool. Also worth mentioning is this case is very padded. You probably can't really tell in the video, but there's actually a lot of padding on this case. I mean, I would really trust this case if, God forbid, I just happen to drop my iPad 2, which I actually have yet to do, so I'm pretty proud of myself with that. And now finally getting to the cons, there's only really one big con about this case, and again, it's exactly the same as this case from Cyber Acoustics, is that the magnet lock / unlock feature is kind of, sensitive. Like, hey, listen to this. Okay, as you can see, it unlocks just fine, locks just fine. Now listen, if you move the case, you hear that? It kind of like freaks out. I mean, this isn't a huge deal. I admit it might get a little annoying now and then depending on your patience with repetition. As you guys know, I don't really like repetition. But it's a simple unlock and lock sound, so it really does not bother me that much, to be honest. And now, let's move on to the Aranga 2. Here's the iPad. Now, the application process is very simple. Just like the Cyber Acoustics one and the case I just showed, we have these rubber grips on the side as well as support on the back, which I did not show you on the first case because the iPad was already in there. But there you go, there's plenty of support. As you can see, the case barely bends. So your iPad is very secure, so that's really nothing to worry about. Putting the iPad in is very simple. Just put it in all the four corners. And bam. Here you go. This is the Aranga 2. As you can hear, it's locking and unlocking already. Looking in the front here, we have a really nice blue and black design, as well as on the back. That's another thing I should mention. Whatever you see on the front will reflect on the back, the small piece, which is a nice added touch. So I gotta say, this case is definitely my favorite over this one. However, I really like this case. I just like this one more because, in my opinion, it's just more stylish. Also worth mentioning, something I really like about both of these cases is the fact that this doesn't look like an iPad 2. I mean, this really looks like you're carrying a notebook. So if I were to stand up, just do this, It doesn't really look like an iPad 2, at least in my opinion. So putting the two cases together, you can see how they look. And of course this one has nice stitching along the side too. It's a nice light white/gray. Then on the back, we do have the cutout hole for the camera, as well as the grip for typing, like so. Bam. And on the front, just like the other case, again, exactly the same. We have the hand strap and the slit for papers and business cards. Oh, and of course, I cannot forget these little straps on the inside. If you really want to grip down your iPad 2, you can easily just put the straps around so. And you really shouldn't have that magnet unlock/locking sound bug. I'm going to call it a bug because I'm assuming they don't mean it to be that sensitive. And actually, as you can hear, I really can't get it to make the sound anymore. So whether this is a big deal to you or not, personally, I don't want to be the kind of person that has to take this off every single time I want to open my iPad, because I'm always opening it to check email and whatever. So that's really not a necessity to me, but at least it's a feature to have just in case you really do want to use it. Also, real quick, I gotta show off this feature. This is probably one of my favorite features, and I can't believe I almost ended the video without showing you guys, is that once the case is mounted like so, or folded, whatever you want to say, you can stand it up like that. To watch videos, to do photo slideshows, to do anything, to play Angry Birds vertically. I say vertically because of the, the way you're touching the screen. And, of course, my iPad's not rotating right now. That's not Maru's fault at all. That's an iPad 2 glitch that they have yet to fix, and I don't know what's taking them so long. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Each case sells for just $49.99. I say just because, well, it may seem a little expensive, but to me, it's a great deal because for $50, you're not only getting a lot of features built in, but you're also getting a very nice build quality feel to it, as well as leather. And that is that, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Very special thanks to Maru.com for sending these products my way. I really appreciate it. Awesome cases overall. You guys can check out the product links below the video, as well as my social media links, and I'll see you next time.